from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And we get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried. Few have succeeded. What do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's Brady to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Again, he targets Cup, and this time he's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Henderson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, few breakdowns along the...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Terrell Lewis in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. William Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
2nd and 16. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Second and 10. Brady. High throw, but the catch is made. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe
touchdown. It's complete. Chris Godwin from 19 yards away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in Houston. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Calvin Ridley, close to 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henderson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. To throw, it's Brady. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Brady again. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On 2nd and 10, Brady escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Play action, now it's Brady.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On first down at Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Stafford. And Woods has it complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Stafford. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, here's Henderson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He gets it complete to Jackson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Brady going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
You gotta be kidding me.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. New England Patriots versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Brady. That's to a guy who was briefly a Patriot, Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Brady going to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Smith catches left side. Smith with a first down and more. Touchdown, Patriots. Joe Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. Now Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Brady. Evans has it left side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. from the gun. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Newton. Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
The improv out there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground, Michel. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers a week ago for Michel. 18 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish the run game.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on a punt for New England. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Newton. Steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And that hits the right upright. this score will stay right where it is. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you've said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought it down. Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on second and long. Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Rohrwasser now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now Brady. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brady now on first down. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Man open left side is Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Again, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now White on the return. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. He'll get this underneath to Michelle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Newton. To Michelle on the dump off. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 50, Newton. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. The man down here following the kickoff. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 6.
Now Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down. Now Jones. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And Brady, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try now for Succop. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Running out of the gun with White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Newton on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And Jacoby Myers made the team as an undrafted free agent. He's one of the few holdovers from last year, and he was the most productive. Led the team with 59 catches. Wants to add a few more to his career total as this game moves on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Back to throw, Newton. Steps away to his left. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. Touchdown! That's caught. J.O. Smith Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails. Because taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20.
You don't want not
touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
76 yards.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will tie our game here in the third. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. On the return, here's White. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. Newton now to throw.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
60 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We got three.
Off play action, Newton. Complete, it's Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Newton now to throw.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Newton's throw taken in by Bourne.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. Rolling to his left. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll go left side here with Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Brady slow pulled in by Gronkowski. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they get Tristan Wirfs, 1st-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a gain of 34.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes just...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Michel. And down he'll go at the 25. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that you're getting stronger, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New England, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the defeat is their first of the year.